position.
Yeah.
I have a big square position that I was protecting, and I also wanted to do Tesla because I knew Tesla was going to tank. I just knew it. I just felt it. It looked like it was, it felt like it was, and it did.
Yeah. I have 8 leaps on square, and that move yesterday paid for all of them. So I basically have 8 free leaps on square.
Yeah, I have 5, and I have 1 leap that I still need to cover, but my other 4 are paid for. Plus, on top of that, I over covered, and so depends on how you want to look at it. I made like 4R on that square trade alone.
Oh yeah, nice.
But yeah, it was a great day, man. It was like almost too easy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I went Apple short, SPY short, NQ short in 2 accounts. So I made 125 points in 2 accounts.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah.
That'll pay for baloney.
It works, right? And so like I've been trading both of the accounts like on all the trades I'm doing, and we'll go over some of my other trades too, which just to kind of break them down. But then so this is what happened. So that was my target, and you literally could have had 300 points in an hour on NQ, because this was the Qs in the SPY were just literally had rolled over and just kept going. This thing kind of had a little retest back here. You could have got back in on this. I was like, since I got out the trade here, but this is literally another setup right here to take short.
Yeah, I mean, that when it come up and hit that 10 again, everything did it with it. Tesla did it, Square did it for the most part. I knew we were fixing to dump.
Exactly.
So I was definitely short.
I could have gone in and taken another 50 points, right? Or rode the wave and gotten even more. But I got 125 points. I'm done for the day. I can't trade after that. Right. But this is literally 12R. This trade right here.
That would have been crazy.
$6,000 in an hour.
Yeah, that'd have been great.
Yeah. I was just like so happy, but so butthurt at the same time. It's just, ugh. But that's the power of the futures, man. Shit is legit.
Yeah, it's I mean, definitely the rubber band action, and I believe Monday we'll get some of the same, or at least Sunday night, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens Sunday. I'm gonna be cautious. I mean, I'm up for the month, but so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've got an R to burn.
You got some Oz to burn?
I do.
All right, let's go.
So that thing came all the way down to S3, didn't it? Which is unusual. Doesn't usually.
Pretty much.
Almost.
I mean, it's rare for it to do that and not bounce, but because it literally, all the Fed talk and all that stuff, and then all the movement from the previous 2 days, right? It wasn't going to hold up. It just wasn't going to hold up. That's why I was just shorting everything. I mean, Cage, you made 4R on Friday, right?
I got 3, 2 shorts on MU and a Disney short, but I don't know. I kept getting out at 1R. I don't know why. I could have held all day. I could have held MU all day. I'm looking at it right now. I would have hit 4.5R if I just held it where I got in.
Dude, I wish I did not have my trailing stop on SPY as tight, because that thing went for 400%.
Yeah, wow.
I would have a 4 on that trade. I got 2R on Apple.
That's amazing. I was looking at Apple and I was like, man, this thing is just like channeling, like it's just like in the zone, but then it dipped like after a while. I was like, shit, I could have gotten there too.
Because the market was going to roll over and was going further and like everything else was going over.
Yeah, you took
like, even though that's like one of the largest positions in the SPY, like in the most bullish, it's like, no, I was like, no, it's going to do it. I just held. I got scared a lot, but I held.
Yeah, because there's at one point, hold on 1 second, Tyler. At one point between like 10:10 and 11:10, it just stayed in the channel.
Yeah.
It just bounced around in the channel. I was like, I don't want to take this. I'm just gonna leave it alone. And that's when you asked me. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember you asking. I was like,
I got in and it went higher. Like I got in on like the right candle and the right setup.
yeah.
And then it like was reversing on me. And then like I was just like, embrace the suck, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I played with a little bit of fear yesterday. In every trade, I don't know why. I could have held. Usually I just hold, and I didn't. I got out at an R every time.
Yeah.
Why
I
aren't
don't
you connecting?
So after seeing this movement, would you guys take this trade?
This is like, yeah, I guess people. Is this the end of the day?
This is an hour and a half into Globex.
I'm not big on futures yet, so I don't know. Say yes or no.
Well, so you guys kind of know the rules, right, for the pivot strategy, right? So it's like, so this thing, kind of was down, then like went super high at the end of the, came back at the end of the day, I believe then, and then puts in a little retest. The main pivot is right there, right? This is like more than 15 minutes of candles consolidating below it. And whenever there's price action above it going into it, and there's 15 minutes of consolidation below it, I'll usually take a breakout.
Double bottom.
Yeah, and then you got this giant double bottom, and then it got to the pivot and it consolidated, right? Putting these two high waves, boom, then I set the trade up.
So based off of like what we learned from Tracy, this would be like absorption. And then if you look at this is a 1, 2, and then 3.
Exactly. And then this thing went for another, I got out just for a little less than 50 points. This thing went up the entire rest of the evening. Could have had 200 points by market open. And the only reason I got out is because I thought it was going to roll over. And usually you don't get that much action that early in the evening for it to just keep going up. It was crazy. Another crazy one.
Russ, can you erase that stuff? I can't find the damn eraser. Oh, there we go. It's on the next screen. Sorry. All right, I got it. There you go. Sorry.
Dirty my screens, man. So this is November 23rd, so like the day before Thanksgiving. Again, same kind of deal where it's already. And the one thing that I've that's made me start to become really profitable doing this is because I'm following the trend with the trades. And not just going, well, it should bounce here, even though it's already come down, 100 points or whatnot. If it's giving me the signal and doing what my strategy says, consolidating your pivot, and then sometimes the RSI is obviously not going to line up, right? Because you have to trade with the trend, but also the momentum is lower on the TTN. So when it put these in, and then this is an inside bar pattern right here, this little yellow highlighter. So when that happens, you most likely you're going to move a good move in one direction or the other. So that also helps me realize that, okay, hey, just pinched and it's ready to break up or break down. And then obviously it's at a pivot. So it makes the decision even easier for me to just go, okay, with the trend, boom, inside candle at the pivot, set it up, go. 75 points. I think this thing ran for more too. I think they went all the way down to here. Anyone got any questions? Concerns? Issues? This was kind of a bummer. Trailed out for 12 points, but you had the consolidation, little channel, RSI, TTM kind of aligning right there, coming into the pivot. So once this candle comes in and closes, you can set it up, and if it's going to go, it's going to go. If not, it's rolling over and you're not going to get triggered in, so you're okay. But I obviously was shooting for the moon on this one because something that the chart said over here. I don't know why that was way the heck up there, but most likely there's something in the chart that told me that it should get back up to the high of previous day or something. Otherwise, this is 25. This is probably close to, what is that? 3. Yeah, that was like 50 points right there. So it could have had 50 points. Instead, I got trailed out for 12. So sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. This really sucked. Literally the best idea for an overnight trade, but playing off the 10 EMA, and instead of okay, hey, remember it's a zone, right? Give myself some breathing room. I set it up right at the 10 EMA rather than setting it up like 5-7 points below it, and that would have been a money trade for 75 points back up to this next pivot. So part of one of my plans and my rules is whenever the stock is towards the 10 EMA, into it or above it or below it, you can either short it or try to look for a short or a bounce at it, right? At the 10 EMA on whatever I'm playing. So it's kind of one of my other little strategies I try to play.
Where did you get in on that trade, Ross?
This
Yeah.
was an overnight trade, so I set this up like before I went to bed.
Oh, okay.
This is midnight. This is the chin.
Okay.
That's midnight right there.
So you got stopped out of it?
Yeah, I got stopped out right here for literally like.
Yeah, I know. The wick.
Literally, if I would have remembered that I'm supposed to give myself 5 to 7 points, which I just spaced it when I set it up, like usually I'll give myself 5 to 7 points off of it.
Yeah.
And I would be fine because that was literally like $1.50 lower it and went. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah. That sucked. Let's see, it was November 22nd. So this one was super easy. This is market open. I usually do not play these, but all these inside candles, consolidation. I believe it had already had a breather the day before, so it was looking to break out most likely. So that high wave and this signal coming in, the little inside bar, I was like, all right, cool. Let me set this up and see what happens. I had ours to burn, so I said, fuck it, let's do it. And 120 points.
Nice, man.
Again, off the pivot, reading what NQ is doing, right? That's our recap. Any questions?
Do you ever look like say before you set something up, do you ever look like to the far left? Like, I mean, just going back, whatever, a day or two, a couple of hours, whatever.
Every single time.
Every single time.
Every single time I go like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a wave count to be seen?
Yeah.
You just have a giant flush the day before, the night before, like, especially if I'm like, because I'm setting up a lot. Half of my trades are probably, or I should say 75% of my trades are done in the evening. And like 75% of that 75 are working while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
So I really got to be, my win rate. I think my win rate right now is like 45, 50%.
Wow.
My average winner is 3 R's, and my average loser is 0.6.
It's amazing.
So
very nice.
yeah. So, I mean, this was a good one too, right here, like just kind of, it's huge rundown, consolidation, the move to the pivot, right? Reverting to the mean. Okay, pivots down here, let me revert to the mean, and then let me break out. And that's a double bottom too right there. So I always look at this stuff to see like what it did and what it might do.
Got it.
Yeah, that was Friday, so. Oh yeah, I always look to the left when I'm setting up trades, always.
Did you think on Friday that it was gonna break down because of this? Like go back to the view you just had. Yeah, right there. So hit that twice and basically went down. So did you think it was gonna do the same thing here? Is that why you tried that?
No, the reason why I thought it was going down, it was going to retest. I didn't realize it would go that far,
Yeah.
right? But the reason why I thought it was going to retest is because of the move on Wednesday and Thursday, right? The giant bear move, the giant bull move to literally get back to where, you know, it opened, right? And then it was gapping up a little bit, right? Everything was gapping up a tiny bit above where it closed.
Yeah.
And so there's a giant bear move, and then boom, this coming back up, right? With that little gap, all these people right here that are in the trades are going to want to take profits. And that just helped the landslide with the market being weak.
Yeah.
Made it easier, you know.
Yeah.
Easier
I get it.
trade, right? That was my thesis, my thought process.
Okay.
Let's see here. Another trade off the main pivot. I mean, you could literally almost like wait till it, don't even worry about any of the other pivots. If you don't want to take a lot of trades and like have a lot of risk on the table, or like you're still learning, like just wait, set alerts around the main pivot and wait till it shows up there and then go look for a trade to take. How many points is that? See what happens. A giant double bottom right there too. It did just have a run up though. Consolidation, so it's either breaking up or breaking down. London market's open. I've been like staying up and trading the London Open too a lot.
What time does that open? To London.
Say it again.
What time does the London open?
Midnight right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So whenever you see the little date number, that's midnight. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, got
whenever the number is there for the date, that's the switch over. So that's
Yeah.
because I know everyone's time, like everyone's in a different time zone, right? So I'm on Pacific time, so it's. But yeah, whenever you see the two, that's
Does the volume profile work on this market also? Just the Europe market, right? European market.
You mean like, well, yeah. So it works during GlobeX,
Okay.
right?
Right.
And when you get to the cash open, you would need a new profile to do just the cash open, but it doesn't, TradingView doesn't allow that. There is an indicator. They have a fixed range profile. But every time the chart moves, it moves. So you just kind of have to, like, we would have to reset it to 630 over here every time.
Okay.
And it'll our visible range. Sorry, visible range. It'll just show the visible range that you have, seen on your chart. So if like you got 630 right over the 630 candle right over here on the left side, then the volume profile will be correct for the cash open. But you can't use the one that runs all the time. So like right now, into the market open, previous day's volume profile.
Okay.
I mean, because the overnight, once the cash is done with this, I mean, this is basically all the volume and everything is on the cash. So this kind of still works, but not at the beginning. At least from what I've noticed. Yeah, I probably would have moved the target this thing right here. There for sure.
Raging.
That was like a 25-point candle right there.
It's gonna retest it now.
I've noticed lately too that like it's definitely becoming more volatile. The candles are larger. So like when I'm setting up trades, I'm really waiting as many candles as I can to set them up rather than okay, hey, it's kind of moving in the right direction towards the pivot. It's not at the pivot yet. I would set trades up like that, knowing, because seeing the volume and seeing where it's at, and it would, do its thing, tap it and go. But now the candles are so big, you got to be really careful, because you could be trying to go long off of this consolidation here, and boom, you're out real quick. So you got to be careful if you're taking the breakout on a setup like that for continuation. Nice, almost tweezer bottom. So because that's near the pivot, and that came in, and you have there, that's the little retest. I would set the trade up right here. As long as my thesis was it's going to go higher for the rest of the day, but if it's already made a giant move, everything else is, you know, then I wouldn't take the trade. But because I have rules set up that if the hammers come in like this near the pivot, I'm allowed to get in. And that to me is, you know, little pullback retest, reversal signal, continuation off of this consolidation. Because if you're trying to get up here on the pivot, you know, half the move's already gone, right? Like if you would have taken this hammer, which is well, you could have took this hammer for my rules. You're at least looking at what is that? So 25 points. Place some more hammers over here.
It's double bottom right there. With a hammer.
Double bottom, absorption, hammers. I mean, that was a no-brainer. Near a pivot.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this every time.
Yeah.
Pretty
Because that move should have been a wave 3 down. If you're looking at the past move up, that should have been a wave 3 down.
right.
But it double bottomed and went back up.
Yep. So I mean, at that pivot, that's probably, what is that? I mean, you're out, right?
Yeah.
High a day, out for 2R. Then again, it looks like it might pop, but we don't know which way.
This policy was put in place to reduce jail populations during COVID. The police chief said the offenders are compromising public safety and community harm.
Nice little trade to finish today. Asian Open, not doing much. This has had a lot of movement the last couple of days, so I wouldn't be surprised if it just chills out. Come on, mouse. I don't think we're gonna get lucky unless this London Open does something good. I definitely wouldn't take off of this mid pivot. There's a little price action. And the move from the day. This is a giant double bottom. And that is the retest of it. Let me see what the English do. Oh, there's some volume.
Hey Ross, what does that blue line represent?
This one right here,
Yeah.
that's the main pivot.
Oh, is
So
that automatic on there?
that's the indicator that we use for the strategy, me and Marion.
Oh, I see.
Do you have that? Do you need that?
Yeah, today is my first time,
Oh,
so
right.
I'm wondering what all these lines meant.
Yeah, so basically, per the strategy, right? Like we're basically looking for plays off of these, the main pivot, the mid, and then S1, S2, S3, and it goes all the way up to 5. But this indicator, I'm trying to get it fixed before the master class, so it'll integrate with the entry one that we have.
Is that available now or is it available later?
I can get you this one right now, and then the new one will be available if you do the class.
All right. I'll take a look at it. Thanks.
Friday was a perfect day on NQ. I wonder what this day was. I got a note about it. Oh. That's bumpers. Let's see.
Ross, is the pivot HL trend line, right? Is that one? Is that the one you use?
The HL, is that the one from Varian?
Varian has one that's, I think it's pivot entry signals. Is that it?
There's the strat entry signal and there's the pivot indicator. Yeah. There's RJM pivot points. Is like the I got them right here. I just threw them in the chat for you. Anyone
Thanks a lot.
grab them as well. And then
No, I don't have this one. Oh, no, I do have this one. Pivot points, traditional with mid pivots. Pivot points, traditional.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm stuck in my tablets. Okay.
if you want to rewatch any of the old back trading sessions, this is it's all on my YouTube channel as well.
Nice. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you got obviously you got any questions, I also did like a little tutorial with showing Bethune how to do it, and that's like the video on the YouTube channel that says VR pivot strat. So it kind of goes over everything. But if you got any questions, hit me up whenever.
I'm off for lunch.
All right, Joseph, take it easy, man.
Take care.
Take care, Joe.
Aaron, when did you show up? What are you doing over there, bro? You don't even say hi, jerk.
What's up, Ross? I'm at my mother's through the new year, and I've had some technical difficulties trying to get connected. So I've been in and out.
Right on, right on. How's mom's doing?
All is well, man. All is well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just there for a visit.
Yeah, I came here to kind of focus, get out of LA. Nothing to do here. All, nothing but snow.
Right.
Hey Ross, it's Robin. I better say hi before you call me a jerkette.
I was wondering when you were going to say, "Hey, how's the training going?" Like, are you getting up 29 or 29 yet?
Well, I did see your
doing?
picture. You look
What?
amazing, by the way.
Thank you. How's your training?
Great job. Great job on the threes. Good, good. I was going to go out this morning and I was like, Ross is going to do a session. So I'm going to justify moving my gym time to later today because I'm in Central Time. So I'm a little bit later than you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll still get there. Got to get my 4 miles in for today. And I just got a new Garmin, so I'm excited.
A new garden?
Garmin.
Oh, Garmin. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I got the Forerunner.
Yeah, that's what I got. I was going to get the brand new and improved, and I'm like, I'm just going to start with the 245 right now and a couple of years, see where I'm at, and then jump up to the Phoenix.
It's the other watches don't have the triathlon stuff on them, so it's like pointless for me.
Yeah. What about Phoenix?
It didn't have it like when I bought the watch. This is the only one that had the tri-workout stuff tracking in it.
Oh.
It's like all where it's literally it's like one of the things on the watch where you select it and then you just hit the button every time you're in transition. You hit the button twice, like once into transition, then once out. So it tracks
I got
in the bike and the run, where the other ones don't. It just does. They just do like regular hiking, biking, swimming, open swimming. They don't do the triathlon thing.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Did you get in yet, or are you still on the wait list?
I'm still on the wait list, but I'm probably not. I'm not going to do 29 out of 29 then because I'm doing the full Ironman with Matt.
Hey, that's amazing. Congratulations.
So I'm basically like all summer long, I'll be training for that.
Yeah, where are you? Which one are you guys going to do?
Well, I wanted to go somewhere cool, but Matt's like, well, we could go to Chattanooga, like 2 hours from my house. So, but like the place where we go into the water at is called Ross Landing, so that's kind of cool. So
I like it.
I've never been to Chattanooga, and it looks kind of cool, like the river and the little.
Oh, Chattanooga's beautiful.
Yeah, I've never been, so it'll be cool. But I was thinking like of going to like Australia or Spain or.
Oh, a really cool one.
Wow, look at that move! What the heck?
That's huge.
I mean, that's it. That's 4 hours into the, or 3 hours into the market open. 4 hours into the market open. That's bonkers. So this is some kind of news. I mean, if you had the gumption to take that hammer off of that mid pivot, I mean, that was still going. What the hell?
That's got to be a Wednesday.
November 3rd. It was Wednesday.
That's Fed news right there, brother.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
She gone.
Did I trade that day?
If you took that hammer. I'm trying to think. I think I'm trying to think if I took a trade on that day.
I think I scalped that day. Once I get 25, I stop.
Yeah.
There was obviously more to get.
I didn't take one of that account. $170 points, 6R, almost 7R. I mean, that's just. You could have got in on this highway, but this pivot. Could have gotten in at that pivot. Could have gotten in at that pivot. Right. Yeah, Robin, I'm gonna have to debate. Like if I end up getting the slot, I'll have to really think about it because it's literally like it would be like 4 weeks away after the
So a month ahead of your triathlon or a month after?
after. And you know, I didn't plan on doing all these events back to back at the end of the year like I've been doing right now. So I mean, I might have been more prepared to do them if I had known I was going to do all of them. But doing the half Ironman with Matt on the 30th of October was not in my plan. He literally called me after doing the Olympic, you know, later that week, the next week, and goes, "Hey, dude, like I'm going to do the half, you know, on my birthday on October 30th. He's like, "Do you want to go with me?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, sure, dude. Why not?" Because I knew I was possibly doing the Spartan Ultra race, which is a 31-mile obstacle course, and I didn't realize it was going to be in the fucking hills in California either. So
Yeah.
that kind of like that going from that race to that race and not really having like a lot of time to prepare because my body is still recovering.
Yeah.
Like I know now that like I need at least 2 to 3 months in between events where I'm going to be going over 5 hours and 20 miles basically.
Yeah.
So
Which
like,
Stratton will be, what is it, 24-2? I mean, that's just the course, not, you know, back and forth.
not the
back and forth.
elevation.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the Spartan Ultra race was, I mean, it's really shitty because they just like, I mean, they lied to you on what the elevation was. They lied to you on like the hills and the course. It was kind of stupid. And a lot of people were buttered about it because like a lot of people got just DQ'd and didn't finish the race. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
that. So
I'm not worried about the elevation at Vermont. It's only 1,200, so that's nothing.
Well, no. The mountain's higher up than that, isn't it?
It's only a 2,000, so you're only going to get up to 3.2, 3.3.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that low.
Yeah, Stratton's low. That's the other reason why I picked it for my first one.
Oh, so you didn't have to deal with the altitude.
Altitude sickness, yeah.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't get altitude sickness. You just wouldn't be able to breathe.
Well, or that.
Right. But there's like, I guess there's like, there's breathing techniques that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I learned.
Yeah, I'm also, I interviewed Ashley Rand. Well, I interviewed Julie Stackhouse, one of the 29029 coaches. And then I also interviewed Ashley Randall. Her episode just dropped a few days ago, and she's also a 29029 coach. And then I'm going to do 3 months of training with her before the 20-week training of 29029. So I'm hoping to get a really good base with Ashley before I go into the 20 weeks.
20 weeks is like, that's like when the training program starts?
Yep.
For hills? Okay.
Yeah, 20 weeks before the event. So
yeah, see, like I already, like with the problems that I'm having with my hips with these races, I'm like, I don't know if I could like cross train the disciplines, right?
Yeah.
Like having to hike, because like yesterday, I had been hopping on the Stairmaster every once in a while, like at the gym, you know, just to like get those little climbs in on it. And then after doing the Spartan race, my hips definitely hurt more after the triathlon, after the half Ironman. But obviously I went a lot further in it. So I don't know if it's just because I went further or if it's, my hips just keep bothering me. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's because the races are so close, right? Like I'm not allowing myself to fully recover. So, but at least I know now.
Yeah.
Ross, are you doing yoga, like yoga poses? That stuff helps, believe it or not, for like hip stretching.
My stretching routine per day is 20 to 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're actually
Then I work out for 3 hours.
nice.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Like I have a trainer, like we meet and like literally like all he does is like fix the imbalances in my body and help me with mobility. So I can keep training the way I'm training and then do these minutes. That should be motivation, Ron.
I know. I do it the other way around. Stretch for 3 hours and work out for 40 minutes.
That's you and me both. And I'll tell you what, it keeps you healthy. That's the best thing you can do. I'm not trying to get down on you, Ross, but you're overtraining, homeboy. It's gonna catch up with you. I don't mean to be the messer of bad news, but
Oh
trust
yeah,
me.
no, I get my breaks in. I'm not like, I don't do that. I'm not training like at full speed for 3 hours every single day.
All right, all right.
Yeah, no, like I only go hard like once a week, twice a week, if that, because I like my body just it doesn't. I have to recover. I got to sleep. I sleep a little bit more. I'm eating more because I'm burning more calories. So like the last month, I've been super lethargic out of it, and it caught up with me, right? And I've also all these events in between. So like I know now I got to rest.
Yep.
I can only do this much. So like I'm learning, right? Which is cool.
All
Yeah,
right,
that is super cool.
I go to the gym 2 hours every day. I work out between 20 minutes and 40 minutes max. That is it. Everything else is recovery. And I've never felt better in my life. I don't look as good. I don't look as good, but I feel better.
Yeah, the 3 hours is basically like I usually do like some kind of class or cardio exercise for an hour, right? I do like 20 to 30 minutes of stretching prior to that. And then I'll go do weights or a hit routine again, or a sport specific, like a swim, a bike, or a run kind of thing. And then I do recovery for 20, 30 minutes at the end. That's why I'm at the gym for 3.5 hours.
Now, what about this breakout here?
That's the London Open.
In the middle of nowhere, but it is the London Open. Yeah. Like, so there's no pivot or anything there. I mean, we haven't, we kind of went sideways. So, I mean, maybe if you were up at midnight and wanted to take the breakout up or down, you could just set stop limit orders going up and going down.
Yeah, it works beautifully. It works beautifully, just like economic news. Just set it like 5 to 10 points above that recent high and 5 to 10 points below the recent low, and just
that way you don't miss it.
Wake up, Tage.
Huh?
I was telling Tage to wake up.
Was he napping over there?
that's all that stretching he's doing.
He's talking to somebody over there.
I do a lot of stretching.
You got to, bro. You gotta keep your body in motion. Like I'm realizing, like I was so just lazy as fuck and didn't do nothing. I was just like limping around and just haggard. And now, I mean, I'm in obviously a little bit of pain from the races, but once I get done with this marathon, I literally don't have to do anything till April, which is nice. So I'll be able to like fully recover, get more mobility back, fix all the stuff that's tight and out of whack, which is cool. And just get some bike rides in and enjoy it.
I tried bike riding, but man, my knee is just so destroyed.
Well, biking and swimming, dude.
Yeah, swimming's easier, but biking, running, jogging is out.
Yeah.
Biking a little easier.
I don't run and jog, dude. I have too much issues with all my joints. So like I jog, walk on the treadmill. Like I do not run. I'm literally gonna probably like fast walk this marathon next Sunday.
Are you going to Hawaii?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
That's awesome, dude.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I'll be running the beginners room on Friday with Johnny.
Right on. That's I love that, man. You're living the life. I wish I could do that. Pick up and go.
Oh, man.
You can pick up and go, bro. You're the owner of your business.
Yeah, I know, but I've got people.
You've done that when you travel across country to come to Tahoe.
Yeah. No, I can do it. I need a little more planning.
Well,
My boss won't let me go anywhere.
your boss won't let you go anywhere?
Nah.
His wife.
I know.
Because he works for himself. He quit his job recently. So
I know. Congrats on that, bro. I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
How
my
does
boss
it
won't let
feel,
me.
Ron?
She won't
Does it
give me
still-
the day. She won't give me the travel permit.
Now, is that because of the COVID thing, or is that because she's
Like,
like,
you ain't going
"What you
nowhere."
leaving me?"
Yes, it's due to COVID. She's all paranoid.
Okay, yeah. Like my mom's the best. She literally like complains and bitches and moans and is like, "What are you doing? You can't do this. You can't do that." At the casino 3 nights a week in like the COVID den, hanging out. Now she's going on cruises and she's like complaining to me about traveling. So I'm like, "What do you? I don't get it." She tripping. She knows. Your wife knows the COVID's not going away, right?
Oh, I know it's not going away.
Because there's a lot of people out there like, "Oh, when COVID's over."
yeah, that's
Yeah, it ain't over.
That's not good. It's gonna be like the typical flu, that goes around every year kind of deal, kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good move right here, man. Breaking out of that consolidation. Jesus.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife about that this morning. I was like, you notice how they never say anything about flu now? Like everything's COVID, but you don't hear anything about people getting flu.
Which
Yeah, a lot of that is because
flu than COVID.
so many people wearing masks.
I know. I'm like,
It's really cut down on the flu.
now it's like flu just went away. Flu went extinct.
That's a good
No,
thing,
it's
though.
things you gotta
The
replace
flu
with
kills
COVID.
a lot of people every year. It really does.
it kills more people on average than COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the flu, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it doesn't. I mean, it's like,
Ross,
guys,
go back to that breakout.
what?
Go back to that breakout. You were going to talk about it. I want to see that. Yep.
Right here?
Well, what is this?
I mean, this is a sweet setup. Market open, consolidation inside candle.
Yeah, that thing just ripped.
I mean, it's just consolidated sideways, right? Off the move. It's breaking out, right? That was an easy taker right there, because once that candle closed, you got to set that order up. But I'm setting it up off of these candles right here.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to
These
take.
three
I don't
candles right
usually do
here.
a breakout, but I
These
would
three
definitely
candles
take
right
a
here, I'm
breakout
in.
there.
I'm in. That hammer, even better. I'm in on the hammer because the pivot's right there. And then, I'm targeting this. These three candles come in, I'm moving my target up. This candle comes in, this right here, I'm moving my, hold on here. I'm moving my target up higher, and I'm putting my stop right here. That's 128 points.
I was just gonna say, you saying the London Open is midnight, but that's probably midnight your time, right?
It's 3 a.m.
This is
Eastern.
market. This is
Oh.
market.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay. I was gonna say I need to start checking it out, but no, that's 3 o'clock my time.
Yeah, 3 a.m. London
for me, it's
Eastern.
three for
Be
you.
catching some Z's at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there was about 6 weeks.
when I've been up at those times, like I see like Jeremy is up at 3 a.m, like posting stuff and doing things. Matt's messaging me about stuff. I'm like, what? You guys are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they never sleep.
I see Matt sleep, dude. That guy was napping hard. when we got back from the race, like on like the fourth day or whatever, because we were like doing a bunch of stuff out there in Tennessee. He was napping hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I never really go to sleep before midnight. I'm always like up till midnight, 12:30, 1 o'clock, but
What are you
usually
doing?
not 3 o'clock.
What are you doing up that late?
Either watching trading videos online or just watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, that's all I do is try to educate myself on shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, figure out how to make more money.
Mhm.
Market's gonna close.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I lived on Pacific time, I would definitely have to stay up till midnight and take advantage of the London Open.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like because I'm up at 5 in the morning, right, for the market open, and then I'm done trading. I'm done trading usually by like 7:30 or 8, right? And then I go to the gym. I nap when I get back from the gym, and then I wake up after my nap, and I can stay up till 2, and then go back to sleep, and because I've got enough sleep for the day, right?
Because the market opens at 6:30 your time, right?
Yep.
Man. Yeah, I'd have to get used to that.
Yeah,
It is hard.
Brutal, bro. Trying to trade on the East Coast sucked.
I used to live on the West Coast in Washington State for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't trade then.
I used to live in University Place up there.
Okay. Yeah, I was in Tacoma area.
Yeah, right there, sitting right next to each other.
And
Lake
yeah, I was
Lake.
in the Army at Fort Lewis.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah,
I was out there about 4 years.
the business I was trying to buy up there was right down the street from Fort Lewis.
Yeah. Yes. It rains a lot there though. It's like,
It's liquid sunshine, bro.
yeah.
When I heard that shit, I was like, what the hell? We don't
Liquid sunshine.
we got liquid sunshine.
Yeah, I gotta come back to Vegas sometime. Last time I was in Vegas was 2004.
What? Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go do some
A
trading
long
down here.
time.
We'll get into some trouble. We'll do some futures trading all night long.
Yeah.
I can attest to the trouble.
We took it easy on George when he came. We all we did was trade and hang out, like at the house, right? So
yeah, I thought you guys were saints, man.
Aaron got to see a little of the risky.
Yeah, the Irish, right?
Because he was out here for my birthday weekend too. So
oh well, there you go.
Yeah, you and Muso, man, y'all are damn wild.
Yeah, I had a good time.
live hard, play hard, baby.
I did not sleep much that week.
You were gambling, you were trading, you were out of control too.
I was trading, I was gambling. I really did not sleep maybe 2 hours a day.
Oh my God.
By the time I got to Tahoe, I was like wore out.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies from high school who was just out here visiting. He's like, bro, I don't get it, dude. What do you do? He's like, Ross, like you're the only one who hasn't grown up. Everyone else has grown up. Like, I'm too old for this kind of shit, dude. Like, I don't know. I just like having fun and doing stuff.
I still hadn't grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about growing up. I've definitely gotten older, but I don't know about growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've gotten older, but not grown up.
Responsible enough to take care of my responsibilities, but love to have a little fun. Life is too short.
My body doesn't feel like it, but half the time I act like I'm 17.
Yeah. I'm trying to be like 12, but it ain't happening.
No, that's a little bit too young there.
Yeah. My hips feel 80. I act 12.
Yeah.
I mean, this was kind of a nice little setup, but it's in the middle of nowhere. So like, I probably wouldn't have taken this, but I mean, you got like a little wave structure going on. I mean, this could roll over, but this here, support, the point of control from the previous day.
Hey, when you took Tracy's mentorship,
Yeah.
was she mostly focused on futures or just everything?
No, I mean, we mainly talked about Qs, AMD, a little bit of futures, but she doesn't talk about like stocks and trades. She talks about how she makes 13 Rs on shit.
In a day?
Yeah. And,
Oh, wow.
and how she does that.
She trades volume profile, right?
Exactly. She uses volume profile, supply and
Yeah.
demand.
No, I'm gonna after the first of the year, I'm definitely gonna take one of her mentorships.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch the
just
videos.
curious.
I'm gonna rewatch my videos and then I'm getting some one-on-one with her. I hit her up about it.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
actually
do
in-
her, Dan, Yates, and Falco.
Yeah,
For
me and
sure.
Ross were in Thomas's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Thomas. Thomas.
I
is
did
good.
Thomas. I've done Tony, Paula. I'm in Jeremy's right now, actually.
Right on.
That thing was so
How is that, man? I mean, I know that's got to be like really intense, but
It hadn't really, we hadn't really started yet, not like Zoom meetings yet. He's got us like doing like exercise each day. He's like our conditioning coach.
he's trying to get you in that frame of mind.
Yeah.
So I was in the first mentor group. Joseph was in the second one. So this is the third one he's done, right? In our mentor group, we had literally made 10 times the cost of the group before we actually had one Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Tage was saying. He said you made like way more than what you paid for the.
Yeah.
mentor.
yeah, I'm gonna jump into Jeremy for sure. I just wanted to probably just wait till spring after I take some of the other coaches, the other mentors.
The next one I'm definitely in for sure.
Joseph said when he did his group that it wasn't as profitable, but it was also because the market was like really crappy. Right. I did mine. When I did mine, it was the end of last year where everything was just going up. Right.
Hey, what in this group, what would you recommend that have taken Jeremy's? What would you recommend you have down cold before you take that mentorship?
Before you take Jeremy's?
Yeah, like what should you have a real command of, just to better your, that's one of the reasons I'm kind of I obviously want to take Jeremy's, but at the same time I feel as if there's so much more that I need to learn that
Have $100,000 in cash ready to deploy.
okay.
For real.
Yeah.
So just have gunpowder.
Have gunpowder because he's probably going to give you a sick ass trade that could make your year.
Wow.
If you have the money lying around to do it.
So don't worry about technicals. Don't worry about.
He's going to walk you through all that stuff. I mean, you're going to learn the strategies that he likes. You're going to get some little extra coaching. And then, you guys are going to figure out like what things you want to focus on, right? Like, hey, do we need to know more of this? Do we need to know more of that, right? As a group, right? Like all the dudes in our group, there was like a few newer traders. I was obviously a newer trader as well. But I mean, we focused on like, how to deploy options, how, we didn't really do position sizing, which we probably should have, because that messed a lot of people up. But it was all about taking those trades, accumulating stuff, his little secrets on finding the trades that he likes. He gives you a little bit inklings and stuff like that. So it's you're gonna learn a bunch of more stuff that he doesn't teach in any of the videos, right? Or it's like a video from years ago that like he's improved upon the strategy or something like that, right? Or he's just got a new way of doing something. So you're gonna get information that's not out there, which is cool.
You got to be quick, man. They sell out fast.
Dude, I was literally looking at it and I was like, God, man, I literally just paid my credit card off, but it hadn't gone through yet because I was thinking about grabbing one. And then I went back when my credit card was available, like 2 hours later, the credit, and it was already sold out.
Oh, no, yeah, it didn't even take, this last one didn't, maybe 30 minutes.
And it was like
Yeah,
$1,000 more than I paid.
Yeah.
I know, I
23
noticed. Yeah,
last time.
I noticed it was more.
Yeah. He raised his rate this year. It's like one-on-one coaching went from like what, like
7,700 to way more than that.
yeah,
It's like 7,000, like,
yeah, it's 77 for the year.
yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was still, yeah, it was more than I thought it was gonna be, but still, I got on there like right at 9.
You make enough Tesla covered call money, bro. To ship that out extra every month.
Oh, I can use that money I made last month. I mean,
Is that mostly what you trade on, Tesla?
well, yeah, and I trade Apple, Microsoft. I do a lot of covered calls.
Yeah, he's got positions.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
got-
I'm fixing to.
You just
I'm
rent
fixing
shares to
to-
live. Rent shares to live, dude. I mean,
Yeah, the reason I asked, I'm fixing to move some money into another account so that I can get at least one leap on Tesla, so I can sell covered calls against it, like
Yeah.
weeklies. And because I
takes
can't
up-
afford 100
takes up
shares, but
so
I can afford a leap.
it takes up so much capital, bro, to hold those things. On
Yeah,
Tesla.
it
covered calls.
Well, the leap, the cover call, any of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, it can. I was using some portfolio margin for a while. I had like I got like 1,000 shares of Merck right now that I'm getting hosed on. And
Yeah.
I'm just like keep selling cover calls, and I put a collar on it too, even though I was down on the stock, but I still put a collar on it just to keep me from losing anymore.
Yeah, just in case.
But I mean, at least it pays a dividend. I can just hold that till whenever. Just
Yeah.
keep. I mean, that 1,000 shares, it's going to pay me like a $690 dividend coming up in like a week. That'll pay
I've
for
been
like
really
2 months of RLT.
I've been really focusing on that whole. I mean, I've got my strategy is kind of a mixture of Tony Pollock, Robert RT3, and my own like leap covered call strategy. And I freaking killed it last month. And so far this month looking pretty good. But I really killed it. And
Oh, I had my best month last month. My best month ever since I've been trading.
What did you get? Like 75 hours, right?
Like 36 Rs. I need to raise my R up. It's only 500 right now. I made like about 18K last month.
yeah, I just raised mine this month to 750.
What do you attribute that success to?
Oh, the money. Well, a lot of it was I had a collar on Tesla, and Tesla like tanked like crazy. And I mean, I'm still down on Tesla, but I mean, it's unrealized. But like about 10,000 of that was a Tesla put I had. Just went crazy.
Oh yeah.
And then what else? Something else like went crazy. Yeah, it was mostly a collar I had on Tesla. I was able to like roll it a few times and then cover calls. Tesla went down so fast, I was able to buy back that call I sold and then sell another one and then buy it back and then sell another one, like 3 in like 2 days.
Very nice.
So
Yeah.
I've been playing Tesla hard the last 3
I
weeks.
mean, I'm still down unrealized big on Tesla and Merck, but I mean, I just keep selling covered calls and buying puts and just bringing in cash that way.
Got it. If you're looking for premium, I tell you, Roblox has been really good to me over the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
You got leaps on that thing?
Man, I got out of Roblox way too soon.
The juice inside.
Yeah, I
Some
had a poor man's covered call on Roblox, but it like blew past my short call strike, so I just closed the whole thing down for a profit. I couldn't roll that call. I was trying to see if I could roll it up and out, but I couldn't do it for a credit. So I was just like,
You
I'm
want
not
to
gonna pay a debit.
Roblox trade?
Yeah, I had the same thing happen with me, Roblox. I just got
Roblox.
really Unity is another one that, I mean, I made really good money, but God, dog, that thing just blew up way more than I thought it was gonna.
I should have just, I shouldn't have even sold a call against Roblox.
That's my
That
position
leap.
right there.
I had a leap.
I just
You know,
did
I
that. I
got
have a long
calls.
call and I sold the call against it for Roblox, hoping that it doesn't get, I'm get screwed on that.
That thing Roblox like blew right past my short call. I was like, man,
I did make like 5R on my other position, but this is what I'm left with, bro. That I'm like, it's gotta come back.
You think? I
Yeah,
mean, it could.
I mean, I'm up 4R on it right now, unrealized. So it's like the
I don't know
further
that it closes that gap,
the
though,
longer
man.
I hold,
honestly.
the longer I hold, the more money I make.
Yeah.
Because these leaves right here are like $60.
Oh, wow. That's dirt cheap.
There's literally, if I can get this premium down up here, I'll literally end up with $20,000. So the markets are retesting. It's bound to happen. This thing was not going up forever. It has to rest. I mean, get to the 50. By the time that happens, there should be enough there, and I'll just wait for my account to keep going up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at 100 to start getting back into.
Or I'm closing for a small win.
I got wicked out. I got wicked out on the last day. All my shares.
Here?
No, before the jump, before earnings.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was holding and I was like, I can't take a loser. I said, I cannot take a loser because it was just dripping into the earnings,
This right here.
I was
Well,
holding it like
It
70
didn't have a huge run.
Last day, I got wicked out right there.
Yeah.
The next day, I was crying.
Yeah, I had the 95 calls sold against my leaps. And it jumped up on me. And when it came back the next day, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be able to get out. I'm gonna be able to get out of them. And then it just started cranking. And after it went above, I think it was 110, I closed it because I maxed out. I couldn't make any more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
mean-
why I came. Well, this trade right here is why I came to my mother's. I need to focus.
I had like 85. I think I had like 85 December calls right before earnings. And I was like, it's earnings, right? You gotta have the negative delta or the positive delta. Like, it's like, why didn't I just take it off knowing that this is what's going to happen?
But see, you didn't know. I didn't have puts, but I had
a dream, bro.
Oh no.
Like, dude, I've been saying since all the way back here in June, I think it was, I've been telling everybody in our mentor group and everything, Roblox. I was like, I'm setting up the pyramid on Roblox. Like, Tage, you were, I mean,
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Amy took it with me. I was like, Roblox, watch, this thing is it's gonna break out, and the Santa rally, whatever, into the next year, it's going.
What was that bad news before earnings? There was something. Oh, it shut down for the weekend.
Yeah, they had a shutdown.
That was it. That was that shutdown. And that was that slow leak into earnings.
This is basically like, if it continued to run up here into earnings, then it probably would have dipped a little bit, right?
Correct. But you see with those,
But they also had 100% gain or something like on the.
Yeah, this was a no-brainer.
What was it? I mean, just some stupid.
Ross, you think it's pulling back all the way down to the 50, which is like, I guess as
100?
it moves up and down.
Yeah, I think it comes to 100.
Only 13 points away,
I
bro.
believe it comes
Wow.
back to 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I guess if
I
it comes
just-
to 100, I don't have to buy more.
Or it could go sideways where it's at for the next month and a half.
I sold puts. I got puts at the 105 and 100.
But yeah, it'll come back to this area for sure. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna fill it, like Jeremy said. I don't think it's gonna fill this gap either. This gap will never get filled
Not getting filled.
unless the market really does just roll the fuck over and we go into a bear market, which, I mean, hypothetically is possible a small percent, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think this gets filled. So like in this area right here, it's got this decent support, a fuck ton of volume. I don't think it breaks this really. So I just needed to chill maybe January, second week of January, kind of being here. And then I should be able to get out of this and this for a little bit, buy a bunch more leaps because it's been going sideways, and then wait for it to take off again with my profit.
Well, the trading war fibs, right, that you gave me.
Yeah.
Has it coming down. The 618 is at 92.25.
All right.
Yikes. And that's using the trading war fibs. And those fibs have been like on point with a lot of things I've looked at with.
I mean, the 50s here, it's just too strong, right? So like they had sales quarter over quarter, 100%. Their gross margin is 75. Their ROI is 100%. It's like just short float is 3%. Fuck, their PS is super high though. Ugh.
I come back to one.
Their income is negative 400 million though, which is not good.
Yeah, but that doesn't always matter.
I'll come back
it's
to
a tech company, so it doesn't matter when it's a tech company, but tech is not really strong, but this is kids based, right? So it's not like adult based.
Yeah.
Like parents are gonna spend money to make their kids happy no matter what.
Yeah, and you can bet your ass that the January earnings are going to be strong AF because kids are getting like money, and they're getting gift cards, and they are going to.
That's what I'm saying.
dump
That's
it.
why it's like if this thing consolidates here, like every down day it has, buy a leap.
Yeah,
Right.
I need it to go at least below 105 before I get in. I just.
It might get there on Monday.
Accumulation strategy.
I've been tempted. Hell, I was tempted when it went down like 115. That right there. Yeah, I was tempted to get there, and I was like, no.
I mean, that was a sick bounce right off the 10 EMA. Come on, like who wouldn't play that? Break out there.
I know, but look at that. It's just
500
parabolic.
real quick.
I sold premium that day.
You were what?
I sold premium that day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's where I got my 105.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, I think Roblox, I agree with everyone in this room. Roblox, I got a girlfriend who works at Target. They cannot keep those gift cards in.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Next earnings is going.
It's going to run all the way to earnings. I would not hold, but it's going to run all the way.
And then look at this, right? This is the easiest short in the world. Right here.
Oh yeah, of course.
This inverted hammer. Everybody's trapped. All right, we're out.
So here's my question. What about next week? What are people thinking?
Next week for Roblox?
Well, not Roblox, just in general.
Just in general.
I think we bounce. I think we bounce
Go
Monday.
to the satellite map.
And I think we bounce, but we probably end the week down.
Yeah.
I don't think we're done. I don't think we're
horrible,
done.
Mr. Squiggs.
I think we come down. I don't think we come all the way like as crazy as some people are saying, but I think we could probably go 435 on the SPY. Maybe 430, but I believe we could go 435 on the SPY. But I believe Monday will be a bounce.
From the last dip that we had on the SPY to this week, we've had a 50% retrace practically.
On the SPY?
Yeah, according to those trading war fibs. Again, if you throw that on there, it shows a 50% retrace.
This is only 5%.
I know 5% ain't shit.
Well, sorry. I guess
the retracement. Sorry, on the fib.
Yeah, the retracement's on the fib. Yeah, a 50% retracement.
I'm like, there's no way.
No, it's a 50% retracement. But yeah, so it could bounce because again, these fibs that Ross gave me these things are amazing.
Yeah, they're legit, bro.
They're legit.
So we're at the 50. Look at this hard bounce, right? So this is how we knew that it was gonna retest this day. and then it told you it was going to continue to roll over, so you just ride the wave, right?
Yeah.
But this bounce here tells you that every institution in algo that could buy bought at the 50% on that fib.
Mm-hmm.
That's every algo, every institution that's got an algo. That's all them computers buying off that fib right there. So depending upon where it opens up, right? If they're already if they're going to take their profits from all this, right, on Monday and just, it could roll over again, right? Or they're holding and buying more because they want it to go higher.
Yeah, I think I personally, I'm looking for it to maybe not go above Friday's candle, but pretty close.
I mean, Sunday night's going to let us know, right? I mean, I'm going to be looking at that stuff close because I'm getting, granted, I've got the covered call premium on my positions, but like my leaps are getting fucking hosed. Most of them are semi paid for, so that's cool, but still. I mean, we're at the 50. This is below the 50, which is not great for the Qs. I mean, this is, you know, a little bit below.
Is that gray the 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
you know,
it's
bumped its head on the 10.
Yeah, it's respecting that.
Yeah. So,
but of course, that son of a bitch could just moon Lambo right on the all-time highs throughout the end of the year.
yeah, I mean, it could open up here and just go, right? Or it could open up down here and go, or it could open up here and
go. You know,
yeah, that is actually probably the most likely scenario.
That's probably the most likely scenario.
That last one.
Is there main reason next week? Is there some crazy shit going on with those guys?
That's probably it opens at the top of the candle and then dumps.
One of the main reasons we have these Santa Claus rallies is because funds like the place I work at, they want to show good numbers to their people that are investing, right? So they start buying up a lot of shit. All these funds just start buying up everything. So hopefully that happens again. They just start buying everything up, just so they could show good numbers, so they could get their people to invest more, their investors to invest more the next year.
By that same strategy would that justify some of the selling we're seeing right now, meaning that kind of locking? It's been a good year, right? So
yeah.
Are people locking in gains? Is that part of what's going on?
Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah.
But you're saying they actually will buy it up.
This is
definitely, I think they'll buy it more.
Selling to get out, right? Oh, hey, we got this run up, you know, over the last 2 months. Let me get out. Right.
I'm gonna try to ask the guys in the back and see what they say. You know, I'm not really supposed to talk to them, so according to like the stupid waivers we sign. But I'm gonna ask them, see what they say, see what they think.
But I mean, you see the cycle, right? Of this thing. It's like, okay, hey, we get a run, sell off, take profits. Get a run, sell off, take profits. Get a run, sell off, take profits. Get a run.
Yeah, and then buy it back up, right? And then do it all over again.
50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Yeah, but it's time to come back and touch the 100.
It is.
Shut up.
I'm telling you, dude.
Go back. No, but look, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. I mean, let me throw the 100 on here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I mean, it's wow. I didn't realize it was that close. Yeah, I mean,
you're 618. You're fib.
I think we go. I think we go.
Let me add that. Hold on 1 second. I turned it off.
Yeah,
oh yeah, below. It's right below. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's above the 618, and right below the 50.
I think if we do this. Wait, it's the wrong tool.
Let's not do that.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's the next week.
That's real, man. That's real.
That's the next week life. Dip and then run on until February.
Yeah, I could live with that.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, gentlemen, I'm off to make some catfish. Y'all be good. Thank you for everything.
Some what?
Later, Aaron.
Catfish.
All right, be good, my man.
Good,
right, catfish is
good
stuff.
What's up?
Damn, look at the hammer on mana, the daily hammer.
I don't want to. I don't have any more buying power, bro. I have to stop looking at shit.
Dude, look at that.
Wow.
I added back at 3.
I sold up here.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, I
I
sold
bought
it.
more sheep.
I sold it. I sold it. I think 506, and basically I sold half of my position, which meant all the coins I had were free. Because I got a 1x run up.
I sold the whole position and I bought sheep.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
But I just added back to full position at 3. So
Yeah. So I was talking to Wendy. She was asking. So I told her like, yeah, the setup levels here. So I mean, she might be in that thing, I guess. I was gonna reset my money up for that, but then I was like, nah, dude, sheep's low. I don't want to wait for a pyramid to maybe fill.
so this is the one that I think, I mean, even though it could come lower for sure, but this is the one that I think has real sick potential. One of those where if you'd have put $1,000 in mana, sand is another one. But if you'd have put $1,000 in mana,
our competition, right?
yeah, they are.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what. So it's like you're gonna do one or the other, right?
No, I don't think. I think there's room for both.
Well, why do you want to not be diversified? Why do you want to?
My main thing is because I'm not on an exchange where I can buy sand.
What do you mean?
Well, because I didn't.
Can't you just swap it?
Yeah, I could go to MetaMask and swap it, but the freaking gas fees on ETH are just stupid, man.
Well, they shouldn't be that much right now. Which reminds me,
Shit.
I gotta buy some stuff.
No, they're still high. The ETH gas fees are just really stupid.
Don't tell me that, man. Come on.
It's all right. I'm in Axie and I'm in Mana. So I'm happy with what I got. Would I like to be in sand? Yeah. I mean, not where it's, I would have liked to bought the dip from this morning, but
Yeah. I'm hodling at this point.
But yeah, I mean, I do think sand is a really beautiful chart.
My only crypto position that's really underwater is well, if I put the 2 accounts that I have with it together, it's not really underwater, like only a little bit. But the only thing that really happens underwater is ADA. Everything else is still up. So
yeah, no, I just added all of my ADA is staked. I bought some this morning. I added back into a new swing position. The only thing I'm underwater on right now is ICP, and not horribly.
Yeah. I mean that
I've only got like $2,500
on ETH. I could have sold all my coins and put it all in the sheep and still been profitable.
Yeah. I know. I added sheep this morning. I've just got an absolute shit ton of sheep.
Sheep army, baby. Come on.
I don't have as much as Joseph, but I've got a pretty fair amount.
Yeah. I got a little
Because
bit.
when he told me way back when about sheep, I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And I was in Vegas and I had a gambling state of mind. So I loaded up.
But it's not a gamble anymore. They're like developing a whole ecosystem and network.
Oh, no, man. I mean, that's another one.
Even better. And then once that thing hits Robinhood and it just got released, it's getting released on Kraken. I mean,
right. Yeah. No. And I have over 100 million now, and they're all free.
Nice.
They're all free.
Yeah,
they've been free. Hell, they've been free for a long time.
I got over $500 million.
Yeah. I'll just ride that out.
You can buy it in Tastyworks. I'm getting out all my losing positions in Tastyworks and putting up my whole account in sheep, so I can triple my account. Monday, everything's getting exited because it's all burnt up. I only got a couple grand left.
Just YOLO it all into friggin' sheep.
Yeah, stupid Facebook.
If honestly, if they would find a way to get to burn some of their friggin' supply, I think they would do a lot better.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's just so many freaking coins, it's unreal.
Oh yeah.
They got to find a way to burn it. But if 15, 20 years down the road.
Yeah, I literally almost
that is my play. I mean, absolutely, that's my play with what's left. I'm not looking to sell it.
You're
I
all,
mean,
you're all long term, all long term.
Yeah, yeah, I don't give a shit. Let it just burn to zero for all I care. You know, because I really will. I'll hold it for 5, 10, whatever. I want to be the guy that was like, oh yeah, man, I spent $1 million sheep on a pizza. If I'd have kept it, I'd be a billionaire right now. But you know, like people were talking about Bitcoin. Is it gonna do it? I don't know. Is it free money? Absolutely. It's worth a try.
I'm actually mining ETH right now on my computer while we're doing this.
Yeah, I totally killed my computer. My son was trying to explain to me how to do it and I didn't have it clocked right. And I wasn't paying
You blew
attention
up
to
your
it for like
GPU?
3 days and just killed it.
Wow. Yeah, I got another computer I'm trying to set up to do it. It just sits here, so.
But before that, I made some money. Not enough to buy a new computer, but
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
last
So
time.
I had a buy order. You've got yours at 35. I had mine at 3606. I added 2 coins.
Yeah.
I got filled last night.
Yeah, these are like my trading coins, right? Then I have some long-term ones that I bought down here, like 17 and 18 and then 20.
Yeah, no, I got completely out. I got 100% out of ETH.
Well, that's
Because of course I didn't want to stake it because of the whole ETH 2.0 thing. So I sold all of it. I think at like 45. Yeah, all of it at 45. And then I added back in at 41.80 and I got a fill at 39 something. Sold that recently when it went back up.
Did you get any fills down here? I thought you had your pyramid down here too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I got three fills. I still have one leg at yeah, I have a leg at 32.90 is my last leg. And then I have puke orders below that, but yeah, my third leg was 3606. But what I was saying is I last week I sold everything at like 47 and reset up the same levels and just got filled on all 3 of them.
That's good, bro. I mean, you're turning and burning that stuff. That's great. I'm over here just hodling.
Hey guys, for crypto, what broker do you guys use for limit orders?
Coinbase Pro.
Coinbase Pro and Kraken. Those are the only ones that I'm on.
Yeah, I have Kraken for staking. And then I use MetaMask for buying shit coins that I can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
I tried to sign up for Binance US, but they didn't have shit for selection.
Yeah, Coinbase is like Coinbase and Kraken and what's the other one? Like are the most secure and like, you know, out there, right? So it's like they're safe, they're insured, they have high levels of security. So you don't end up like, you know, putting into one of these places and then all of a sudden the guy closes shop and takes all your money, right?
Yeah, but without a doubt, the best, I mean, for me, the way I do it, Coinbase Pro, because I can put stop limit orders. A lot of these exchanges, you can't put stop limits.
Yeah.
But Coinbase Pro, you can put stop limits in for buying and selling, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Yeah, because it was an actual, you know, it was an actual trading platform, right? They just don't have the OCO.
Well, their charting software sucks ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was, they didn't put any development into it, right? They just bought it from the other company. It was literally like, you know.
Yeah, they have not put much money in.
They have no development into whatsoever. The money is going into them making more, you know, them buying their own crypto and making more money, right? It's not going into the customer side.
Oh yeah, I got filled on Crow finally. I didn't have any Crow. Justin's been telling me about Crow for a minute and I never bought any. And I finally got filled on Crow.
Yeah. Sorry, I know we're bouncing around here. Hopefully everyone's cool with what we're doing.
So here's something I tried live. I've been doing it on paper with on demand on Thinkorswim, but it's kind of hard to really get a good idea of how well it works. So I started doing it live. Tesla on Fridays.
That's on Fridays.
Yeah, Tesla on Fridays. That's what I did. I bought the 1,000 that expired that same day. I bought the 1,000 call. I paid 85 cents. And then I put an order in for 450 to sell them. I bought 5 of them just to try it. I should have bought more, and I got filled beautifully. I could have got more out of it, but that was a nice little pop. So I don't know. I don't have enough information to say, oh, I'm going to do this every week and it's going to work beautifully.
Like a lot of play.
Yeah. But man, it was a nice little gain.
Yeah.
And it's the strategy behind it was kind of like scalping, right? Scalping because I watch them. I've been watching these stocks.
Do you look at?
Yeah. So I just use the 5. I always use the 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So it came down. You could see where it came down, like 345. And well, your time would be what, 12:45.
Right here.
And it came down at just right at 1,000, and that's where I scarfed them up. 85. I did a market and I got a good fill. And then I just turned around and put a sell order in for 450, and I got filled really quick.
Nice.
So that was nice. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had
right here, like
20 of them.
That was just the short right there. Boom.
That is pretty much where I played it.
That's the short. Boom.
I played it twice. I played it there, and I played it that second touch of the 10, which was like right there.
Yeah, those are the 2 places I would have played it. Boom.
Yeah, I didn't play that first touch of the 10 because I was screwing around with square.
Zero DTE. Buy like 20 of them and let it ride.
Yeah, I was using next week expiration. I've been burned too many times, man. Doing after Wednesday, I switched to the next week. They cost a lot more.
Yeah.
But if it's moving, right? If Tesla's moving, you can make some bank really quick. But man, you just get hurt so bad on especially Thursday and Friday on those same week expiration. You can.
Well, I mean, you're only going to lose, like if you're doing like an absolute zero play, right? You're only going to lose your R.
Yeah, but in order to do that, you're going to have to go probably 3 strikes, 4 strikes out of the money, because at the money, even on Friday, is still going to cost you $1,000.
Yeah, I don't have my broker open, so I can't look.
Yeah, no, believe me, I know. I'm telling you.
Believe me, that's you realize that's why I don't do that stuff with Tesla, right? Anymore. I was doing it with it. I don't.
No, you can, and you're right. I mean, it'll go from 900 to 3,000 in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But it will also go from 900 to
cost you an
150 in about 10 minutes.
I can spend, like I spent on my SPY trade, which I could have had 400% on, right? I spent $1,000. I risked 500. I got, I got 1R, $1,000 out of it because of my trailing stop. But I could have had the 400% and had the 4R.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right? Like that's the same. I did the same play later in the day on Apple. Made 2R.
Yeah, there are better ones. Yeah, there are better ones than Tesla to do it on. Yeah, SPY's a good one.
I only focus. The only reason I did Apple is because Tej had mentioned Apple when we were talking in the morning, and I went and looked at it, and like the setup was right there as I looked at it. And I was like, I got to take this. There's no way I can't. Knowing that the market's rolling over, so I was like, boom. And he was getting into MU. Yeah.
Yep.
But here's the thing, Tesla in the last 15 minutes will almost always move at least $10, up or down every single time. So if you time it right,
All stocks do that.
yeah, but I mean, I'm just familiar with Tesla.
Yeah,
I used to do AMD, right? I used to be like that with AMD.
Yeah.
And then I just made
I used to only
Tesla.
trade-
I dream about Tesla.
I used to only day trade Tesla, and I'd always use a dollar stop and try to get 11R out of a trade.
You got stopped out a lot, didn't you?
No, I mean I was profitable because I
Right.
would make 11R when I didn't get stopped out.
Yeah, that's like me. That's like me trading NQ with a freaking 10-point stop.
Yeah, I might lose 2 or 3 trades, but like every time I won one, I hit 11R.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But that was when my R was small, so it was like not a big deal.
Like the shares.
And now that my R is bigger, I can't afford the shares to do that same thing. So
Yeah. It's the same thing with AMD now. I mean, the average stop on the thing in the morning is $2.
Yeah, you can't do $1 anymore.
Nope. It could be 250 at times.
Yeah.
It could be up to 3 at times, depending. Like
that's why, like, you looking at MU, Twitter, and all those other things. Those things are getting into that area where it's in the stock has to be in like the 70s to the hundreds, right?
and yeah, it'll
Once
move
it breaks
nice.
out above the 100, that
Yes.
strategy does not work anymore. Dog
Yeah.
dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom line. 'Cause MU right now, I think yesterday was like a 70-cent stop, and later on in the day it was a 50-cent stop. So it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to trade it, and it gives you time to move your stop. It's not like AMD where
And
it's like
it gives you time to move your stop. Like
Well, I
that.
tell you a better one than Tesla even is Amazon. But
Huge.
man, woo, you don't want to. Amazon will fill you a 2R trade in like 10 seconds.
I so wanted to take this right here. Oh my god, can't afford that stuff though. I mean,
It is expensive.
why? I can
but
make
it's quick.
Listen, George. Listen. I can make the same amount of money,
trading something else.
literally the same amount of money, right? That you're going to make on Amazon, spending $100,000 on your 3 days expiration calls, and I can make the same amount of money on Qs, spending $1,000 on calls.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about Amazon on DTEs. That's just like a regular, like a day trade.
Yeah, well,
I haven't tried Amazon DTEs, but that would work too. I bet you.
It's the same thing with Tesla, right? Like literally the Qs and the SPY in the options, that's like your bread and butter. And then like any larger stock that gives you that exact setup that you look for, like Apple did for me, it's like, that's the setup. I'm going to take that setup.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got the R's and the risk. I have to take it. Just like the trade on NQ on Friday. There's no way I'm not taking that trade.
Yeah, that was a beautiful.
You got to take it.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do.
That was the same setup on. I think that was the setup on an Apple as well. If I'm not mistaken, or similar.
Yeah, I haven't traded Apple in a while. I used to trade Apple a lot.
Why is he doing that?
Well, all these different stocks have a personality, right?
They do, and they can scare you out and do the deal, and
like AMD's personality. After it got over 100, it changed.
Mhm.
It really changed. I mean, I had it down pat under 100,
yeah.
but because it was a fickle little bitch under 100, and then after it got over 100, it was just like, yeah, watch me, I am the man.
Yeah. So I mean, look
changed.
at all this, all of this is all selling pressure, right? And then you come under here. I mean, this was a good play right here with this inside candle. Then you get the retest of it, and everything else is at this point in time in the stock market is rolling over, already tanked, in the shitter already, like just dumpster fires. Then you get this inside candle, and then you get this inverted hammer. Got to take that inverted hammer every time.
So you shorted it on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. To what? To the pivot?
I got out right here somewhere.
Oh, you took it all the way down there? Right on.
Yeah, I bought 161 out the money, zero expiration puts.
Nice.
I bought 20 of them.
Cheap.
Yeah. So I mean, they were a buck or 80 cents or something like that a piece.
That's the way to do it, man. I
Yeah.
love those things. I absolutely love it. Friday is, I mean, I used to not trade Fridays because I would take a beating so often on Fridays for some reason.
I remember that. Those were your kryptonite.
Yeah, and now it's like, oh no, we're trading Friday.
It's like any stock that's in like this price range, like, or it's a zero expiration call or put, they're cheap, right? And you just buy it 1 or 2 strikes out the money. And as long as it's that setup, you're not going to see it all the time. Like I was trying to trade it every day when I first started working on the strategy. And then I realized it's like, you're over trading again, dude. That's why you're like just a barely above break even. Now that I'm not trading as much across the board with everything, I'm way more profitable because I'm just waiting for those trades. Like, because you're going to find them. You're going to see them eventually. Just wait for it and then load the boat.
Why can't I do this?
Why
Huh?
can't you?
Oh, bye. That was weird.
Yeah,
Did he say, why can't I?
that's what it sounded like.
Who doesn't want, I mean, if you want to keep your money.
Who is that though? That said that. They're
Paul?
probably talking to somebody else.
I said Paul on the screen. I don't know. But,
You can do it.
right.
It's just taking the time to practice it, right? Like paper trade.
That's the key. That's the key.
Gotta
You know,
practice it. I hit a slump and it took me a long time to figure out what I was doing wrong. It took me like a month and a half, but I kept back trading and back trading
What
and
were
back
you doing
trading.
wrong?
I kept missing like important support and resistance levels. And I don't know why I just like blocked that out from like my mental. Like that's so important. I just kept missing the support resistance levels. Like I was buying at the wrong spot and selling at the wrong spot.
I mean,
That's like so key. Like
we definitely did that on a few trades.
yeah,
Me
yeah.
too, man.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, that's like the most basic thing, and I somehow in my head I negated it. I like blocked it out from my mental, and I screwed myself. And then one day I was just like looking at things, and it just like clicked. Like I'm buying and selling in the wrong spots. I'm like, oh my god, what have I been doing? And
Right.
it
I
clicked,
still
and
do
then
that all the time.
yeah, and then like the last like week and a half, it's like every day has been a green day. The market could go to shit, it could go up, it could go down. It's been a green day because I'm just looking at support resistance levels. That's all I look at now.
Now you know, hey, when you see this trade and these things are where they're at, boom, take the
Yeah.
trade. You got to
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
do you guys use the supply demand zones? Do you have experience with that?
it.
Methuen.
Methuen does.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
I've been trying to watch a few videos on it, and I'm having a hard time grasping it because why is it there and not there? It's just
I'll have
I
to
don't
get
know,
with,
I gotta
I'll get
study
with him and
more.
I'll do a video and we'll throw it
because
out there because he's really good at it.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's
Yeah.
good. His charts
yeah,
are amazing.
I'd love to learn some more about that shit.
Yeah.
Any kind of TA, I really suck at TA. Like Methuen posted a chart the other day on the Q on NQ.
How do you suck at TA and you're a scalper, bro?
Well, okay, so like longer, like
You gotta know what the fuck's going on, dude. Like,
I wouldn't say I suck, but like on longer term charting,
didn't you make like 24 hours last month?
dude, I've made over 20 hours every month for the last 5 months.
What's
Amazing, George.
What are you trying to? What do you need to learn? What do you need to fix? There's nothing
Because
broken.
I'm always trying to learn, man. If you
No, I
quit
know. I'm just
learning,
giving you shit.
quit learning, dude, you're like dying and shit.
Yeah. If you ain't learning, you dying.
Yeah. But I want to learn more about that whole supply demand shit. I really do. But like I tell you, another one that's good, Brett is really good at that, at marking out charts and channels and just seeing it, instantly seeing it, you know,
Yeah.
long-term shit.
He has some crazy strategies, man. I was trying to set up the TTM indicator in TOS that he like shared with us that one time. I mean, it's insane. Like you can trade that thing on all kinds of time frames and with off. It's just insane what he does. Crazy.
Yeah, that's made a big difference in my trading.
What?
Using that TTM.
Yeah, this thing right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it tells you, like, it's like, oh, the momentum might be off, right? It kind of gives you an inkling into like, okay, well, it's kind of slowing down, or, oh, it's in a pinch. Well, I don't want to set up a trade now, right?
Right.
Especially on NQ, because like NQ will go either way. So like if it's in a long pinch, if it's like 3 to 5 dots, 4 dots, cool. Like maybe set it up. But if it gets to like 10 or 15, I'm out. Because you have no idea what it's going to do.
Yeah, that and RSI is pretty much my main ones. And I can,
Yeah,
I love them, especially using them together.
I mean, this is kind of like, I'm just looking at Apple right now. Like I didn't realize it did that at the end of the market, but I mean, there's the little pivot, consolidation. You probably could have bought a bunch of calls right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could have got some,
This isn't
you
really
could have got some
a trade. I looked
161s there for just
Yeah.
about nothing.
Yeah, but if you're looking, like if you're playing the pivot on that, which I mean, it's not really my style, and I don't trade at this time. This is when I manage my swing trades, is the last half an hour of the market. So I try not to be day
Have you
trading.
guys used MACD before?
No,
I think a lot of people use the MACD and the RSI together, and I was just wondering, what do you guys like about the TTM? Because I've heard that a lot, being like, Brett talks about it a lot too, and whatnot.
Well, it's because I don't know that it would be I mean, it, like most of them tell you what happened in the past, and the TTM with the RSI, for me, I'd look at it together and it kind of tells me what's fixing to happen. I mean, it's not always right, and I really don't know anything about MACD. I've never really used
I couldn't compare the two because I've literally never used MACD at all ever. I've never I mean, I've heard of it, but I literally have no experience with it whatsoever. So I can't speak to what it does. But this is like this is telling you like every indicator is a lagging indicator, right?
Yeah.
So all this is going to do is give me historical data to show me what might happen in the future. So this is giving you actual, like, a real-time change of what the candle's doing right after it did it, right? So it's semi-historical, but it's like as current as you can be, almost. And it's, I mean, it allows you to capitalize on a lot of stuff, just knowing the momentum and what's going on. Because the candles, some people can't see it properly, right? This just gives you a visual representation. So like, red, it's slowing down, it's going down. Blue, all right, it might be picking back up. So there's more volume going on, right? And then it takes off.
It's great for scalping.
Yeah.
It really is. Hey, Gordon, did you ever get that scanner Tony gave us set up?
The trading view one from the options course?
Yeah. From the
Just click the button and add it to your favorites or something like that, because it's in trading view, right?
yeah. I know I added it to my favorites. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I haven't tried to mess with it, but Brett was saying he was having problems getting it to work. And I was just wondering if
I know they sent the new one out.
Yeah.
I seen a second release.
I want to play with it this weekend, and I am really not a very technical computer smart guy.
So that what do you use that for? So you do the credit spreads as well?
It's a scanner. It scans a list of stocks and tells you when, okay, these might be good for doing a spread on.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you do Tony's? Do you do Tony's, or you do I thought you do RT3s?
I do. I have my own now. I've taken Tony and Robert and mixed them together and added a little bit of salt and pepper.
Little hot sauce, mixed it all up.
Little hot sauce, a little Tabasco.
Doc is cooking.
Nice.
And it works. It works beautifully.
That's funny.
What's the huge difference between Tony's and Robert's?
The biggest difference is Robert will immediately sell something against it.
Okay.
Right? Like with his leap strategy, right?
Yeah.
If he buys a leap or anything like that, he's immediately selling something against it. Tony will wait until it gets up to resistance before he sells something against it.
Robert doesn't sell anything against his credit spreads.
against his leap,
against his leaps.
against his leap. So say
He
he
saw the
buys,
covered calls
Yeah.
against it right away.
right.
Oh yeah,
So-
he goes and he goes and he buys, you know, the near month like a PMCC, you know, 20 delta or 30 delta covered calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does that immediately. Tony does it differently. Tony will buy leaps when it gets down to his level, right? And then he'll wait for it to go up to resistance before he sells something against it.
Oh,
So what I've been
I didn't think
doing,
Tony sold premium against his leaps.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
That must be new because that never came up in our mentor group when we were talking about leaps and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like
No, dude, he absolutely. That's where I mean, that's where I learned it
he
from.
wasn't doing it,
Sophia.
bro. Telling you right now.
sorry about that.
I took his class this time last year. He did. Was
I
not.
took, no, I mean, I know for a fact that I've got that from Tony because I took his two of his classes and a one-on-one. But yeah, he does.
I got the videos, bro.
All right, I'll prove it. I'll show you the video.
No,
But yeah, he does. But the difference is that he waits.
Conversation,
He
but
waits, right?
he didn't. When we were talking about leaps and all that stuff, that was never explained. So
Huh.
yeah, for sure.
So he waits till he hits a resistance and then he sells.
Yeah, like then he'll sell a call, and
Yeah.
then
You get more
Right.
premium that way too.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course you do. Of course you do.
But it's also is your like he's not trying to hold the leap all the way for 8 months. If it goes blast off and he gets that resistance, he's made a bunch of money, he's out.
Yeah, but okay. So all right, I think the reason I confused you was all right. So yeah, now if he knows he's going to be holding on to it for a while and it goes up, I don't know. We'll give the chart you're looking at right now on Ethereum,
Yeah.
right? Let's say that's a daily chart. Now, the difference is when it
Yeah, I'm
came
gonna jump
down
off
to
here,
say,
guys. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Ron.
all right, Ron.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Okay.
interrupt you, Jordan.
No, you're fine.
Cheers,
man.
bud.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
Yes,
Gotta
sir.
get
Take care.
a little exercise in here.
There you go.
I'll do 3 hours.
Jeremy chomping at the bit at you guys over there in the chat.
Jeremy, so you
all
gotta
right,
get
we're
off
still
there
in
and
workout
get some-
today yet.
Yeah. All right, man. Catch y'all later.
All right,
Take care, Ron. All right, so say he bought go 5 candles in that big down candle that kind of made a recovery back up. No, to the right, that one, the black one, the big bear
I
candle.
know you have the tools that you can draw on the chart yourself, right?
Holy Batman! Yes, let's see if I can figure that out.
Annotate. This guy. Hold on. Hold on 1
I
second.
told you, dude, I am not.
Don't explain this till I come back. I gotta pee real quick, okay?
All right, you go right ahead. I'll figure out where annotate is. How's that?
It's up on the top in the middle where it says view options.
Oh, okay.
And then you click on view options, it says annotate, and then you click on that, it should give you a little toolbar. Somewhere on the screen, you'll see a toolbar.
Nice.
Okay, and then you click, it'll already have draw selected. So then you click on draw and you could draw on the screen. And then when you want to erase, there's an eraser thing.
Right.
Click on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then you could draw.
Look at me being all technical and shit.
Computer savvy.
Right.
So yeah, so what else is different? While Ross is coming back, what else is different
All right,
between the
so-
two strategies?
So RT3
Mhm.
is never going to, usually never going to have anything long, right? Like
Like
naked.
a whole holding it long.
Right. So if he buys a leap or a call, or a put, he's going to sell something against it.
Got it.
Right. It's always going to be some spread of some type.
Yeah.
Right? You know, it's just not going to be like we might buy calls here to get it to come up here.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but he's going to buy a call here, a long call, and then immediately sell this up here.
Yeah.
It caps his gain, but it protects him on the downside.
Yeah. Yes.
So I mean, I don't the only, and he doesn't like sharing it in his mentorship classes, and he said that, but he goes, I will occasionally sell puts,
Mm,
right? And that's the only time that he is like just open,
yeah.
you know,
So,
that he doesn't have
got it.
something sold against it, because he's actually trying to get shares.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the
Okay.
only difference. Otherwise, any other time, he's selling stuff against it. You know, because that's calculated into his R.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because I know I'm using his strategy right now on PayPal. I have 4. Now they're long calls. They're no longer leaps, which is fine. They're still, I still got, till like next year, September. But the thing is, actually, there's still all leaps. But the thing is, I hedged against them using his strategy.
Mhm.
I pyramided into them using his strategy, and I laid out about $9,000 for the leaps, and I'm only down $2,000 because of the hedge, which is not bad.
Yeah. And that's good. And I was doing the same thing with PayPal, and I ended up getting out of them because I wanted to use the money for something else.
Yeah.
I still like PayPal. I don't think PayPal is going away.
No. I think right now it's holding the level that is, if you look at it right on a
Yeah.
daily chart, it's holding that level. And if you look at it on a weekly, it's also, I think it's hammering on a weekly. I'll tell you right
Oh,
now.
we can look.
Yeah, look at it right now. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I would still call that a hammer, kind of, on a weekly.
PayPal?
So yeah, for December. I mean, last month, not
A
so much.
weekly?
Yeah, on a weekly.
I'm in PayPal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, PayPal's due for a bounce, dude.
Yeah, it has
I
to.
mean, and if you look at it, it just hit the weekly pivot, just went a little bit past it.
Yep.
The only thing that I would say about PayPal is the fact that it is due for a bounce, but it's also in between the 1 and 200 on a weekly.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go to the 200, but it could.
Yeah. And it's at the 618, the trading war fib 618 on the weekly, which is amazing. And it's hammering off of it.
Yeah, I've actually been looking to get back into PayPal because I got out of it at 2.25.
Oh wow. So maybe now grab a few shares.
Yeah, I like PayPal. It's a good one. It's just like Square, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
They're not going away. Yeah, they're
No,
not
I don't
going
think
away.
PayPal is going away.
Definitely not.
Those two in Tesla are my largest positions, I think.
Yeah, because the world is going in that direction. People are not carrying around cash. And
Square renamed their company to Block because they're getting into the blockchain.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I don't give a shit what they call it. All right, so check it out.
Yeah. School us here, Georgie.
All right, so first RT3.
Mhm.
They're him and Tony are the same. They're both looking for it to come down to where they want it. Although Robert is not as much on technicals. I mean, he has some rules. It needs to be a certain place in comparison to the 200.
It's all math based. So yeah.
Right. So let's just say that this is one of the company that passes all his tests, right?
Yeah.
So he'll get in it when it came to here, right? Whereas Tony will wait till it gets to here. So as soon as Robert gets in it right here, he's immediately selling something against it up here, right? Because that's where he thinks it's going to go. Tony will wait till it gets about here and then sell something against it here because he's pretty confident that it's going to do this, right?
Yeah.
And then he's looking for it to expire here, right? And he's usually going to get out of it before the last week, right?
Yep.
So that's the main difference. So what I've been doing,
He also sells his way closer too. Expiration.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's what I've been doing. I've been playing the unravel game.
Really?
I'm doing, yeah. So like, say I would buy one here, like I would buy one here like Robert did,
right?
But then I would also buy one here like Tony did. And then as soon as it comes back up here, I'm selling 2 right here. And then as soon as it comes down, it's kind of like I'm day trading it, because as soon as it comes down and if I can get anywhere near 50% on my cover calls, I buy them back. Or if I start getting some strong signals that it's going to go up more, like this day when it came up here, I probably would have bought them back to let it run.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then when it came up here, now sometimes I have to roll because I'm not going to buy them back for a loss, period. I'm just not. And I only do this with stocks that have weekly options. This doesn't work too well on something that only has monthlies. I've tried it and I couldn't make the premium like I wanted to.
Troy threw a question in the chat. He says, is he trying to be market neutral risk management, or is it because he's wanting to pick up shares? Sorry, I didn't hear everything you said.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, that was earlier when you were talking about Robert. So it sounds like he was just playing to be market neutral.
Oh yeah, RT3 is he pretty much is market neutral, right? He's looking for anything that's going sideways, like
right.
His whole thing.
So the way Robert's thing works, if I had to encapsulate it in one thing, is he doesn't give a damn about directional, right? He's going to pick a zone like, okay, I am sure it's not going to go above here, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to go below here. So I'm going to make my money in here.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so he's okay with he doesn't care if it goes directional, because his is a time thing, right? And
he sets up all his trades with positive delta so that he gets
right,
or positive data so that data and time is on his side, so when he's doing the leap in the call, or the spread or the strangle or whatever, data is not going to destroy him. As where other people set stuff up, they don't pay attention to that, so they can get destroyed still.
Right.
So he pays attention to it, and it's part of the whole math thing. Right? There's literally a math-based way to play the stock market with these option strategies, and he doubles his account every year.
Yeah. So see, like Tony is okay with being naked. Like, say if he has a leap that he bought here, he's okay being naked. And if it comes down here and taking the pain, right?
Yeah.
Robert's not going to ever be open. He's not going to leave himself open for that to happen. Right. He's just not.
Tony doesn't roll stuff either, right?
He doesn't like to, but he will roll things if he needs to.
Yeah. Like, I know, because I've seen him unravel, a couple of the credit spreads and stuff. And but like on the leaps and stuff, like, I mean, he's trying to collect the premium if he does a covered call on it and then closing it out, where Robert is going to continually roll it and collect more premium, right? So that it covers the cost of the leap by the time he's ready to get out of the trade, so that he's basically, so it's easier for him to double his money.
Yeah.
Basically.
So my goal, what I'm trying to do is
90% of RT3's portfolio is strangles.
Yeah.
I mean, this other stuff that he's doing is mice nuts.
Yeah. And he's making, a ton on it, right? And that's
strangles are legit, bro. I mean,
yeah. So my thing is, my goal is how quick. Okay, so like you were talking about earlier, Ross.
Yeah.
My goal is to ask myself, how quick can I pay off these leaps?
Yeah.
How quick can I make these leaps free? By selling covered calls, buying puts, writing it down, unraveling it, buying them back, writing it up, rinse and repeat. Because I want to be able in 6 weeks to pay my leap off.
And I get that. And so you're literally playing your options like you play futures.
Exactly.
You're scalping the fuck out of it because you're
I am scalping the fuck out of them.
So I don't like to touch my stuff so much. That's why I like RT strategy, because you can literally turn it on, set up an alert. You don't have to do anything until 21 days, or it comes near your sold strike.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing, right? And I have some like that. I do. I have some like that. Bros is like that. I'm in Bros with that. First Solar,
Yeah.
I'm in like that.
You set up the profit order at 50%, and then it hits the profit order. Boom, you're out. You got your money. You don't have to do nothing. You know, you set up a trade and you walk away. I love those trades. Those are my
And
favorite.
now the month has started over new, so I'm looking to do some new ones, right? And but like for me, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in front of the computer.
IV with the VIX up. The IV is insane.
It is, and you can really make some money right now.
Oh yeah, I'm closing a few positions on Monday to like, because the list for spreads and strangles right now is like 18 stocks deep.
Yeah.
So, and the IV is literally, the normal IV numbers are like 30s, you know, 40 at best. They're like 70, 80, and 90 on shit on all the stuff that I usually trade.
Yeah, and so that value is going to bleed off right into your pocket.
Yep.
And that is why I've been taking advantage of it.
Siphon everything on the stock market I can over the next month.
I'll tell you another thing I've been doing. I've been doing weekly SPX spreads.
Yeah.
And I just did my first bear call spread. And dude, I hit 50% capture the same freaking day.
Wow.
The same day.
Yeah, when you have that volatility, right, and you have that short expiration,
yeah, that was Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday.
Your favor if you've got the right direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love spreads. But this thing I'm doing, like with Square, for example, and I was doing it with PayPal too. But the thing I'm doing with Square, and I will be doing with Tesla, is I am making R's on this strategy, dude.
Yeah, this is now zero. I closed this out, and this is zero.
Because when Square gets back at this point, it only needs to get to about 2.25, 230 for me to be even on all my leaps. Even though I have some 250s.
Yeah.
Right.
This is paid. I literally paid for this on Friday. This is paid for. These are closed out. This was at 95% premium capture.
Wow.
So I was just like, so I literally had been rolling them things for up, down, left, right, sideways for the last 2, 3, 4 months. And
so my goal is to get my leaps paid off, and then it's all profit every month.
Yep.
I mean, yesterday, and I'm not bullshitting, yesterday I made $3,300 on Square.
On selling stuff?
Yeah. I sold first thing in the morning, I sold calls, bought puts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I was so bummed I didn't do this, but I was in those other trades, so I just couldn't.
And then when it came down, I think it was at like 175. I bought 80% of everything back, and I sold 80% of my puts, and I set around 180. Okay, if it goes up to 80, I'm going to get out of my puts and buy the rest of my calls back, because I'm really anticipating, and even if it doesn't, I'm really anticipating a pop Monday.
Yeah.
And then I'll sell more calls.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep doing it. And my goal is to about mid-January or maybe mid-February have all those 5 leaps completely paid for, so that all the way until January, everything I make doing this strategy is free money. Now, if it goes up to like 280, 290, I'll just sell those freaking leaps and close it out. Start over.
Oh, I gotta run. My daughter is asking for help. Some stuff. So.
All right, my man.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I gotta.
Great hanging out with you guys.
Too.
Say what up
3
to
o'clock.
Sam.
Later,
What's that?
Tage.
Boys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
George. Later, George.
We'll
Later.
cut it out here. We'll see you guys next time. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.